Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nonsense Reviews. My name is Brian Chevre, and today we're gonna be talking about one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and that is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. This movie is not directed by Steven Spielberg, but it is directed by Ford v Ferrari and Logan director James Mangold, and it features the returning Harrison Ford as the iconic Indiana Jones, and it features Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Mads Mikkelsen, Antonio Banderas, and many, many more. Now, I have to say I've been waiting for this movie for a very long time. When it comes to Lucasfilm properties, I'm more of an Indiana Jones guy than a Star Wars guy. I love the Indiana Jones movies. There's things to like about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but the less we talk about its issues, the better. My favorite Indiana Jones movie is The Last Crusade. I mean, the chemistry between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery, the hijinks, the adventure, the score, and my God, the score from John Williams is beyond perfection for me. But I love Indiana Jones, so I've been waiting for this movie for a long, long time. I've been whistling the Raiders March all week long, anticipating this movie, and I wanted to love this movie. But it's fine. It's fine. The first issue is a little too long. I would have cut around like 15 to 20 minutes out of this movie. Too many car chase scenes, and to me, I think we had a little too many in this movie, only just to stretch it out because there's a necessity in Hollywood to just make movies longer and longer. If the story needs it, then fine, but I don't think this movie quite needed to be as long as it was. The de-aging of Harrison Ford in the cold open to this film, most of it looked fine, but there's some moments, some frames within the movement that you can just see that it looks odd. But most of the time, it works. I really am impressed at how far the technology of the aging is going through. But the voice of Harrison Ford is off-putting too, so they didn't really make much effort in that part. But I really liked the cold open from the movie, and for the first half hour, nearly an hour of the movie end, I was enjoying it to start from the start. Uh, and one note, talking about John Williams, his score is fantastic in this movie. But in the beginning of the movie, in the cold open, they use a lot of the music that was used in the Last Crusade. So me being a big Last Crusade junkie, I was loving. I was jumping of joy just listening to John Williams' score. The third act of the film, I can't wait to hear what people think about that third act of the movie, and the ending of it for a final movie in this franchise wasn't quite as great as I hoped it would be. There's a reunion in the final few minutes of the movie, which is, I was waiting for it the whole movie, but yeah, didn't quite stuck the landing, and it's a little disappointing because James Mangold, who directed Ford v Ferrari, which I love, and Logan, which I also love, is quite disappointing because that was my main reason to have hopes that I was gonna love this movie so much, because the director behind this film, he is a fantastic director, and I cannot wait to see what he does next. But I was quite frankly, a little disappointed. But is it a fine adventure with Indiana Jones? It's fine. I mean, if you're looking for an Indiana Jones adventure one last time, this is it. And I enjoyed the adventures part of it. You know, the Indiana Jones going through the tombs and all that. All of that is there. It's just that the pacing is off. The ending is a little. I mean, to each their own. But to me, as an Indiana Jones fan myself, fourth best film of the entire saga. Anything that is better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull works for me. So I wasn't expecting to give this point to Indy, but to me, it's a 3 out of 5. I really wanted to love it, but I might watch it again. Yeah. Or I'll stick to watching the first three films. Who knows? Anyways, guys, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this movie, especially about that third act of the film, the pacing of it. Please do let me know, and please do subscribe to the Nonsense Media Club. We're still working on the next Living Nonsense episode. More nonsense reviews coming up. Hopefully, I'll be having Elemental, which I've been stalling to see in the next week or so. And Beyond Nonsense, I have my first episode up in the Spotify podcast feed. So, and I'm still looking for a new topic on the podcast feed. So you do that. Subscribe and like here on the Nonsense Media Club channel. And we'll be seeing you guys next time.